So let's talk about talents, or another word that I use for this is smarts. So the question is not if your child is smart, it's how are they smart? Now, we already know that in school, they're pretty much going to be measuring that number, logic smart, word smart, those kind of things. But what happens when you have a child who is life enhancement smart, or humor smart, or animal smart? Those things are not necessarily going to be measured. So what happens when you are in a setting for 13, 14, 15 years of your formative life, and the majority of who you are and what you are strong in is never celebrated? And that's why as parents, we have to know what our children's giftings are and how they're wired so that we can provide them opportunities. So you guys are probably even doing that now by just supporting your kids and making sure they're at practices and having what they need. It's like those kids who are body smart. A lot of times we think body smart wants just this need to move. It's deeper than that. Like, I literally learn by processing through my body. So someone else can learn a play by watching the coach put the plays on the whiteboard, but I'm the one who needs to be on the field, and you need to put me in position and tell me where to run or how to bend down, and now I got it. Your music smart kid, that's the one who's always humming or tapping their pencil or just driven by music. They find themselves, singing without even realizing, but it's like, where is that child's outlet? And here's the beautiful thing. If you can't fully see what your child's talents are or their smarts are, sometimes we have to experience it in reverse. So for example, you may have a child who is very word smart, but because they haven't learned how to mature in that or to hone that and to use that for positivity, they may tease or try to impress with words. The kids who are kind of using their words for bullying, if that thing can be flipped and they really could understand that they have been gifted with the word smart gift, like, it changes everything. You got your kids who are picture smart. Those are the ones where you may be talking and all of a sudden they break out laughing and you're like, what's so funny? Well, you said something, and because they're picture smart, they literally in that moment pictured it in their head and they can't get the thought out of their mind. So there's some kids who are not trying to be rude. They just got the giggles because someone said something. They have that image in their mind and they can't quite shake it. So learning how your kids are smart so you can help them harness that and develop that. And just because we may not be strong in certain areas, like I'm not very strong at all in the life enhancement area, those are the people who can decorate, who can kind of cook, who can make you feel really welcome around the holidays and things like that. I can watch a YouTube video and put some things together, but it's still not my natural inkling to move in that direction. You know what I mean? There's some people who are truly gifted at that experience. There's some kids who may want to be dynamic athletes, but their body is just saying, you know what? I have other things in mind for you. So they may be the ones who are math smart and become your statisticians, but they still want to be around the sports. You may have your graphic designers. You may have the people who create the music for the videos. So you don't have to say because you're not a natural athlete, you have to just be away from this. Let's find ways to build and allow you to be around what you love, but still acknowledging how you show up best in the world. So your kids who are self-smart, yes, we all are part of a community, but your kids who are self-smart, and they need that time alone to reflect, to journal, to draw that energy from their interior world. So we have to be careful about not saying everybody needs to go and be in these cooperative learning models all the time. Like, that is draining to the self-smart person. Likewise for people smart, you don't want to just throw them and make them be alone for hours on end. They thrive by their interactions with people. So all I'm saying is if we can just understand and just get some of these things on our radar about what makes us tick, what makes us show up, what makes us shine, then we really can begin the process of honoring the seed of who our children are. I want us to really understand that these are not like garments that we take on and take off. This is like who we are. So please take a look at that information and just really begin to kind of start the process of opening up your awareness of who your child is. Now, will you still have challenges? Absolutely you will, because you have your own power traits. So you may value communication and being people smart, and your child may feel more withdrawn. So you still have to navigate the landscape of us being different. But at least now you know that it's not about them just being defiant or disobedient. It's just literally about this is a person who sees the world a little bit different. That's what I have as far as just our grand overview of understanding our kids' power traits.